Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be DIY crafting some projects I've had on my to-do list for quite a while. And this first DIY was so much fun to make, and depending on the supplies you use, it could be made for your everyday home decor. But I'm making mine with a bit of an Easter theme, so let's go ahead and get started. The main supplies we're going to need for this DIY consists of 2 of these wire wreath forms along with some of these speckled plastic eggs. To begin our project, we're going to paint our wire wreath forms. I'm going to be painting mine with this Rust-Oleum spray paint in a satin finish, and the name of the spray paint is called Green Apple. And now that they've dried, you can see that's a beautiful spring color. Next, we're going to take one of our wreath forms and we're going to turn it upside down where it is concave, is facing up. Then we're going to take some of this beautiful moss. I purchased this from Walmart in a beautiful spring moss green, and I'm going to fill the inside of my wire wreath form. This is very messy, but quite worth it in my opinion. Okay, now we're going to take our plastic speckled eggs and we're going to lay them on the moss inside the wreath form. Now that we're done putting our eggs in, we're going to cover it with the other spray painted wreath form, like I'm showing you here. And to attach them, we're going to be using some clear, smaller zip ties that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. That looks perfect. Now I'm going to take some scissors and trim the excess moss from around the outer and inside edge of my wreath forms. Now that we have that done, for this next step, we're going to be working with this chicken wire ribbon from Hobby Lobby. And we're going to wrap the wire around our wreath form. And this was very easy. You don't even have to use glue or any attachments whatsoever. The wire really wraps around and holds securely. And this is what your wreath should look like after you've wrapped the chicken wire ribbon around it. Okay, now that I've cleaned up my workspace, we're going to add some ribbon. We're going to add a ribbon hanger and a beautiful ribbon bow with this satin ribbon I found on clearance at Hobby Lobby. to make our hanger, we're just going to take a long piece of ribbon, bring it up through our wreath, and then tie a knot at the top of our ribbon. And then dovetail our ends. Super cute as is, but I wanted to add a beautiful simple bow like I'm showing you here, and I just glued it to our hanger ribbon. Look at how cute and simple that is. I really love this, but I wanted to kind of bring mine a little bit further with the Easter theme, so I had this bunny from a couple years ago that I purchased at Dollar Tree in their plus section, and I just added it to the center of my wreath. I didn't even need to glue it or attach it. That was the beauty of it. But I did take a little bit of hot glue and attach my ribbon ends or my bow ends down. And now you have this beautiful Easter spring wreath for your front door or inside your home. I think this would be beautiful on an entryway mirror as well. Now we're moving on to DIY number 2. For this DIY, we're going to be working with some fun wood cutouts. We're going to be working with this floral wood cutout, which I purchased from Hobby Lobby, along with a round wood hanger from Walmart, and a beautiful, adorable little hello cutout. Some other supplies are going to be this beautiful floral scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. So to begin, we want to cover our round wood disc in our scrapbook paper. And to do that, I like to use a purple glue stick for mine, and I just start by putting it on half of the wood disc, attaching my paper, and then finishing it up on the other half. Once I have it down, I'll then come in with a straight edge of some sort. I usually like to use like a gift card or an old credit card, and I'll just smooth it in, making sure it adheres perfectly to the wood. Great, now we're going to set that aside to dry, and we're going to bring back in our wood cutouts. For our floral round wood cutout, I'm going to stain mine. I'm going to be using some of this stain from Hobby Lobby. It's a gel stain. The one thing I love about gel stain is it doesn't smell. It doesn't have that horrible toxic smell to it. And once we have our round flowers stained, we're going to set it aside to dry, moving on to our little hello wood cutout, which I'm going to be painting mine white. Once I finish painting my hello sign, I set it aside and I start working on my stained wood cutout. And for this, I wanted to add a more feminine touch to match the flowers or the floral print in my scrapbook paper. And I thought this beautiful little pom-pom trim would be perfect, framing up or trimming around the outer edge of my round wood cutout. And this was quite easy. I just hot glued it completely around the outer edge of my wood cutout. Then you're left with this cute little detail. Once I had that done, I brought back in my round wood disc to trim off the excess scrapbook paper. I used scissors to cut the major part of the paper off. Then I came in and did the fine detail with some sandpaper. I think that round wood disc with the scrapbook paper looks adorable on its own. What do you guys think? Anyway, I trimmed off the tag, and what I'm going to do is glue this pom-pom trimmed stained wood cutout to the front side of my paper covered round wood disc, kind of giving a 3D dimensional effect to the whole project. Which I think was really accomplished here. I love the flowers in the background on the paper and then the 3D effect with the stained wood cutouts. And next we're just going to glue our wood hello to the front side of our stained wood cutout. And you could stop here, but I wanted to cover my hanger hole, so I'm going to be using some of this pink and white gingham ribbon and making a simple bow, and then gluing it over the hole. Then you're left with this adorable feminine door hanger. I think this is so cute. What do you guys think? Now we're moving on to DIY number 3. For this DIY, we're going to be using one of those vases from the Dollar Tree in their plus section, along with 2 of these wood rounds from Hobby Lobby. You'll also need some wood glue and some paint of your choice. Now, I end up using a different color than the green, but you'll see that in a minute here. To begin, we start by gluing our wood rounds together, face to face. Once we have them glued together, you'll then take your finger and kind of spread the excess glue around the inside edge where the 2 pieces come together. This fills in the crack or the crevice that is between the 2 pieces when you put them together. That way you don't have to use any putty. And to keep them together, I put a brick on top of my 2 pieces of wood to let them dry. Then once it's dried, we're going to paint our little wood pedestal. And we start by painting it this chestnut brown from Apple Barrel. As you can see, I substituted this out from the green originally. And I just painted the whole piece. Now that we have it painted our chestnut brown and it's dried, you'll come in with a lighter color, and in my instance, I'm going to be using this white by Apple Barrel. Now that we have that done, we're going to distress our piece to bring out the chestnut color beneath the white paint. And as you can see, it really adds a depth to this wood piece. Okay, now we want to glue our glass vase to our wood piece. And for that, I'm going to be using this hot glue. Now, to get hot glue to stick to glass, what I like to do is bring in some sandpaper and distress or sand rough up the bottom of my vase. This really helps the hot glue attach to the glass and to the wood piece. Hey guys, if you like what you see so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We'd love to have you here at Sweet Bay Lane. And once I'm finished sanding the bottom of my vase, I'll then come in with a damp paper towel and just remove the little dust that it leaves behind. Now that we have that cleaned off, we're going to glue our piece down to our wood pedestal. And for this, I just make a puddle in the center of my wood piece, and then I will settle my glass vase down into the puddle of hot glue. This gives you a nice clean look. Actually, I really feel it's a professional look because there are no air bubbles and you'll have a nice clean seam when you look inside the glass, as I'm showing you here. Do you see how nice and clean that is? It really gives a professional finish, in my opinion. Now, you can use this piece in many ways. The basic way would be to add a candle and just use it as a singular piece, or you could make multiples and line your dining table or maybe a celebration table with them. You can add a wreath around the candle, and that really elevates the look as well. But what I'm going to do is a little kind of non-conventional thing. I'm going to be adding some of these black river rocks to the inside of my vase. And then once I had my rocks inside, I added this cute little plant to my vase. Now I'm using a real fern in a terracotta pot, but you could use a succulent or you could use an artificial flower. I think that would be adorable too. And then you're left with this cute, unique little home decor piece. I think it looks so cute with the bunny we made last week. What do you guys think? Thank you so much for crafting with me, and if you're still interested in more DIY projects, I'll have some links listed here. And until next time, make sure and keep it crafty.